feel like we look like a cult.
We are. This is the cool kind of cult, though. Welcome to the Silent Mother Project with Sam Richardson. Joining me today, we have Lauren and
I was looking at
Addy. That was great. Lauren looked at Addy. But we also have Rosie, if you can hear her, see her. And if you happen to be watching us online, you can see these fabulous new hats. Can you read it? What do they say? Let me read yours, Lauren. They say, I support a man's right to shut the fuck up. So, if you support this right as well, then you are in the right place. On the last episode, or mostly, a lot of people get to hear me talk a lot, so I figured this would be a good way to let you know Lauren and Addy and a little bit of their personalities, and they can explain how they got to know me and what kind of plans we have, what their background is, and some of the exciting things that we want to do. So, Lauren, I guess you want to take it away?
I found Sam on the internet, as most people probably did. But I found her, so I saw her on Facebook last summer. My partner and I actually would watch her videos talking about when Ryan was missing. And talking about like the search for him and the search parties and like the progress on that. So we would watch, honestly, like every single night we'd sit in the bed, we'd just watch Sam talk about it.
So you watched me in your bed together?
Yeah,
but
not that way.
Oh.
You That's funny because yeah, we watch her videos, and that's how I like started following her. I think I joined like her Sam Sanctuary book or page or whatever.
Facebook page. If you guys are looking for a Facebook community, find Sam Sanctuary.
Yeah. And I found her on there. So followed her, liked her stuff, whatever. Well, then a few months ago, she made a post on her page just kind of talking about wanting to get more involved in like activism, locally. Is there any places, anybody know of anything? And so me, because I didn't know Sam. I'd never talked to Sam except maybe like a Facebook message, maybe sending her a resource at some point when she asked about something. I was like, well, I know that this person like has lots of followers on this platform and stuff like that. And if she's saying that she wants to get involved, like I'm going to be like, all right, well, here's this place. And like, is she actually going to do it? So I told her about a local organization, Stark Indivisible, because I was involved in this like, organization or whatever, advocacy, activism group situation. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to send this information to Sam. And like, if she really wants to get involved, like, let's see if she's actually going to do it. Or if she's just talking about it on the internet and not actually going to do it at all. So I had no idea if she reached out or not. And then I was talking to some other people involved and found out that there were 2 new admins that had joined to help out. And one of those was Sam. One of them was Addy. So I was really excited, and I hadn't started helping out more yet because I was still working and trying to finish my degree, so it was too much. So that's how I ended up meeting Sam. And then they helped plan a No Kings 3 rally, being really instrumental in planning it. And so we met in person, like right when we were all setting up for the event. So we're like putting up the tent, and Sam like comes over and just is like, hi, and like starts talking to me. And I remember thinking like, huh, you look different than I would have thought.
Wait,
and
do I look worse or better?
Just like you were like taller. I don't know when I thought. Maybe I thought you were shorter.
Well, I mean, I'm bigger than the 5-inch screen you watch me on.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking like maybe I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, okay, this is her, and this is her husband. Okay, cool. Yeah. So like she's like was very nervous actually to do her speech.
I threw up afterwards, you guys, in the car.
Are you serious?
Yes. Sidebar. I was so freaked because I also like thought maybe somebody was gonna show up and like try to hurt me or something. I didn't freaking know. And
because you're so famous.
Yeah, so freaking famous in like the worst way probably. and Kyle wanted to take me out to dinner because my in-laws took my kids that day for the whole week. That was when they left for spring break. And then my husband was like, let me take you out to dinner. No kids, and you just planned this big rally and spoke. We sat got into the restaurant, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I'm gonna throw up. We have to leave. So thank God we'd only ordered water so far, and I was like, I have to leave. We have to go. Sorry. And I threw up in the parking lot. I got into the car and made it to the parking lot.
Yeah, I think you had told us the story. I think like
You don't think you were on the Zoom call yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Was it like due to like nervousness or like?
I think both things. It was nerves, but I also have my stomach issues, and like when I do get nervous and stressed too, that causes
anxiety will like make like I will have anxiety and I won't even know why I have anxiety. It'll just be general anxiety and it's like whatever. But then like when like my stomach, like I will get like upset and then I will get nauseous like from that.
Yes.
It's almost like it's like a cycle.
It
Like
is.
because I have an upset stomach because of anxiety, then it will like just worsen it like in my body because I already get super easy stomach problems, so.
And I definitely had not eaten anything that day because like I have a hard time eating right away. It takes me a long time.
Yeah.
And then you get nauseous from not eating, and then it's a whole
It was cold
cycle.
outside.
Yeah.
There was a lot of factors in play.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, I threw up after my first No King speech.
You wouldn't have known she was nervous though. It was great. She did a great job. Her husband wasn't the best cameraman.
No, never is.
I was like, does she need me to video this? And I'm like, oh, her dude's got it, you know?
You did way better for the Mayday video. That was recorded by Lauren. You can hear her chanting, going, yeah! And all of that. That's Lauren.
While I'm recording Sam's speech.
Yes.
So then they did that, and then they there was a follow-up meeting we were going to have because of like the momentum that we had from No Kings, and so there was a meeting at the local like Board of Developmental Disabilities office, and so Addy and Sam took the lead on that as well, and there was a part of the speech and whatnot they were preparing that had a lot to do with like advocacy and getting involved locally.
Yeah, more what to do after No Kings. Like, what else? How do we keep the momentum going?
Because it's like you want to have, if you have a big action like that, you need to have something afterwards to continue sustained action. Because that's how all of this is going to change. A protest won't do that in one day.
Well, yeah, and to show it's not performative.
Exactly,
As
yes.
some people feel like it's just, performative.
And if you're going and not, like, actually trying to help your community afterwards or getting involved in any of the organizations there, then it does come off as performative. Because showing up one day isn't going to change us. It's continued resistance throughout.
Right.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so...
And then you guys did that, and I think you guys asked me to help out with one, like a part of it. So that's why I ended up writing something.
There was like a part that there was like a speech that they had suggested. Mm-hmm. So that was that part.
And you did good because it was really nice to hear from your perspective two ways, because your personal perspective of your personal experience being an LGBTQ plus member and that history with that and your family and everything, but then also the other side of you being a social worker and working with the youth and who don't have the resources. Right. Like you were one of those youth yourselves, and now you're giving back. So that speech that you gave was really eye-opening, and it was awesome to hear from both sides of it that way.
I think it's like really important. When I was writing it, I tried to like draw on, different things I've seen and stuff, but actually, if you're watching this and you didn't go to the event, I hope that some people that went to the event will see this, but it was really cool because when I was like coming up with what I was going to say, I did it from a perspective like as if this was everybody's first time trying to get involved in anything. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
As if like, okay, you went to the No Kings and now you're like, maybe I would like to help out a little bit in another way. But it was really cool because the people that did show up and the people that came, every single person that like, because we went around and introduced ourselves and everything, we were there so long it took over the 2-hour time slot. We got kicked out by like the janitor people. They were like, you guys gotta go. But like everybody had done stuff. Everybody had done something. Lots of experience.
It
worked
wasn't
in a field
their first action.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, but I did it so that people would know that stuff like this was happening. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously there were pieces and parts of it that everybody didn't know, but it was nice to know that there were people, and I think that all three of us kind of said it, like, seeing people, because not all of us have seen people, like our families, our parents, our elders, give a shit in that type of a way. Yeah. So it was cool seeing people, like, an older generation of people that, like,
had the same views that we do.
Like that it wasn't, everybody's not just like a boomer. Like, there's,
like, okay, there are people from that generation that have the same passion and humanity beliefs and values that we have too.
A lot of them had like participate in like prior like protests and
Yeah.
marches. There was like they were from all over. They were all different protests. It was really neat to see like that they were still involved at activism even at an older age.
And I think the main takeaway from meeting the people at that meeting is that a lot of people are looking to get involved. Mm-hmm. The time to just sit and talk and gossip and just bitch about everything is over, and we need to take action.
We're way past that.
And we're trying to, not everybody knows where to go, not everybody knows where there are resources to help. And this isn't just like politically taking action. This is just, everything is political, life is political. So unfortunately it is wrapped under that umbrella, but just giving back to our community. And
if you want to help people, people don't know how.
Right. People don't know how to help people, and people who need the help don't know truly where to go. And that's where Lauren comes in a lot with being a social worker and now therapist. Congratulations, every round of applause, because she just finished her degree. You know what resources are there, but you also know the red tape that it takes.
Yeah,
that even though these resources are in place, everyone go, oh, just go get on welfare. No, it's not just easy to go downtown and get on welfare. You know, that's just an example.
There's rent assistance. People think you can just you just get it. Like, no. Yeah. Like, actually, just the other day, there was something, it was a page I follow, because I'm always trying to find resources for my clients and families that I work with. But there was some housing assistance that became available. And they literally had a thing online, and it was posted, like, whatever time, what day, and it says starting tomorrow at 9 at this location, come down and fill out an application for rent assistance. Once the applications are all taken, it'll be done. That shit only runs for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And like the money's gone, like it's gone. So it's not like some like stream, like let's just go down and get on housing and then they just hand you out. Like that's not how it works.
Yeah.
And people that like aren't in it don't know it. And then like there's also not like another big part of it is like the time frames for stuff. Like you live in metropolitan housing, right? Like it's a part of your and not that I'm saying there should be, but there is no like cap to like how long you can stay there really if you're following the rules. And then you think of like the cost of rent, right? Like if you have something that's based on your income, why would you leave that?
No,
to pay 4 times the rent? Nobody would do that. So also, right? Like you have people that have been living there for years. It doesn't matter what people's opinions are about it. It's just the truth, you know?
Yeah.
And it's working for them. So like, why would they leave? So somebody that's 18 or 19, you know what I mean, could apply and move in. So like there's also not many places for you to live either. So I mean,
just in general, like I was seeing someone the other day, $1,500 for like a 3-bedroom house.
It's insane.
For us, our mortgage was like $1,100. Like that includes insurance with it. So it's like, yeah, we were paying the other utilities, but like mortgage compare, like they're just overcharging you so incredibly much for rent, and they just get away with this. Like,
I was the laws in Ohio changed recently. Something changed in Ohio, and I don't know the specific law, but that's because I'm trying to help kids at work right now find places, and we can't find anything in Stark County. Now, the Newton Family Apartments just opened, so if you're looking for a place and you live in Stark County and you're watching or listening to this, I think they just cut the ribbon on it last Friday.
I saw pictures in the newspaper.
Yeah, I have been waiting for months calling them, trying to get somebody in there. But I think it's rent controlled, and I believe it might start at like $415 a month or something. Oh, wow. So that is like so cheap. Right. Because there's nothing you can rent locally for less than $600 at all. And
that's
pretty
what
much
my first apartment was $600. It was a 1-bedroom duplex. It was tiny as fuck. So broke down and nasty. Like,
was that in Canton or that in
Coshocton?
Okay.
Yeah.
My first place in Canton. Well, my first place I got in my name, I think it was a 2-bedroom over by Monument Park. It was $450, and it was. It was a great. Like looking back now, other places I lived after that, it was probably like the nicest, like landlord fixed stuff. You know what I mean? But like. All we have around here are slumlords.
Literally,
totally.
Yeah.
To be
that
honest.
ours was so bad. The one window in the front, like, was held together with like basically like wire. So like just and it was holding is there, so it just didn't open. But like you could like my ex-boyfriend, like when we broke up, he like got into the house to get some of his things because they had like taken his key away and shit. And there was mice in there.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
There was like,
I had mice.
they were like, the window seals on the outside were falling apart because it was like rotting. Like everything was just a thing of paint over it.
And the landlords just don't care.
Yeah,
no,
they
I
didn't.
mean, I didn't have terrible. Like honestly, when I rented, I did not have terrible landlords. I actually got really, really lucky, truly. But now the reason why people can't get stuff is even if you can afford $600 rent a month, with the laws changing, it's like they're allowed to require like multiple months of stuff, and they're doing credit checks. So like to rent like a $600 apartment, I found it was like you have to have a credit score of 700 plus. You have to make 4 times the income.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, if you make $24 $400 a month, like
They want you to
likely you have kids or somebody else. Like you can't just a 1-bedroom isn't gonna like work for you.
The problem is too, like just going about credit scores at all. If you don't have parents or an upbringing that teaches you any of that or helps you with any of it, I had like 400 credit when I met Kyle. I was a single mom, and I didn't have anything because my parents didn't teach me. My parents didn't like help me with
anything about credit or what the numbers mean.
And you don't. And in order to establish credit, you have to open some type of line of credit,
and then you
pay it off.
Right, and you get sucked in.
Yes. And like I never, I didn't have credit. My credit was bad because I just couldn't get it. And then I was a single mom, and it wasn't until I met Kyle and then getting married and him opening up a credit card and putting it in my name and putting a car in my name and paying it off. So like, yes, I am a basic straight white chick that lives off her husband, and I am very dependent on him financially. But like, this is our lifestyle, and it works.
But it's not a choice. Like at the end of the day, mothers should still have an income, because if it was reversed and Kyle wasn't a good guy, like you could be stuck here forever.
I know,
because you don't make anything. So it's like, that's scary as shit.
Multiple calls that I would take.
I will say too,
crisis hotline.
With my past trauma with like Evangeline's biological father and that kind of stuff, and just like with everyone in general, I've always had to fend for myself a lot and like look out for myself and keep scrapping up. I've been with Kyle for almost 14 years now, and it took me, and sometimes they still have it in my head. It took me a little while still to be like, oh, you actually like me? You're not leaving me? I literally, in my brain, when I was still like living with him, having children, we were married, engaged, we've been married for over 10 years now. And I would still like see apartments for sale or something and be like, oh, should I like keep that in the back of my head? Yeah. But how would I be able to afford that? How could I do this? Now I have 2 kids. How would and I remember
because it doesn't go away.
Right,
like,
it doesn't,
because you're in a safe environment.
And then you start to like, and I remember saying this to my mother-in-law, his mom, and she's like, honey, if anything ever happened between you and Kyle, he has to take care of you. And we will make sure. She's like, you're going to get alimony, you're going to get I was like, oh, okay, I feel better now. But you know what I mean? Like, I thankfully have a good husband that if anything did ever happen between us, I'm sure I would not be out on my ass, but that's not what everyone has. And there is there is nothing in place for moms.
It's so much worse than now. Like, if you compare what type of like assistance we had and like the decreases for that.
You mean like prior to the Trump administration? Yeah, so the funding, the funding is, like, the funding for everything has gotten cut. Like, VAWA, Violence Against Women Act, is a fund that funds a lot of things. Like, it funds, like, locally, Domestic Violence Project. It funds, any type of entity, basically, that applies for the funds and gets approved for it, that helps sexual violence, survivors of sexual violence, domestic violence, whatever. And Trump cut VAWA funds when he was in office the first time. That's, like, historical, because nobody cuts VAWA funds. It's like it's like those pet commercials where they play the sad Sarah McLachlan music and you're like, oh, I have to give them $5. It's like everybody, like, they're doing that, like, you can't do it. Like, they're doing it to make you feel guilty. Like, even if you're like, I'd rather, fund this instead of VAWA, it's kind of like, bro, it's a bad look. You can't do that. And he did it anyways. So it's like, and that, it's like historical that he did that. And so, like, that started all the way back then, and funds were already cut. And, like, so there's not enough of it. And then as time has passed, he's cut, thing after thing after thing. And then Doge comes in. And I made a video about this the other day, but like they did this, the Supreme Court ruled basically, and actually they said how they figured out Doge. Did you guys see this? How they actually, like, they put it all out there. The judge put it all out there. He literally, Doge, the entity, the people that work there, went into ChatGPT and typed and like copy pasted the like grant proposal or whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about? And said like, does this like fall under or cover the principles that have to do with, and then listed everything the Trump administration doesn't like. LGBTQI plus, does it have the words DEI in it? Does it have anything that has to do with like, any of these key words? Climate change, you know what I mean? Like whatever, global, whatever, all these words. And or does this fund any of those things? Like, is it a company or whatever that's helping? And if the answer was yes, they lost all their funding. That's how they figured it out, was using ChatGPT.
Yeah. And it's like, and you know that these insurance companies do the same shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's probably like the insurance agency, I obviously don't know anyone in it, but I could imagine that it's changed so incredibly much. Like, my mom used to be a coder, and like, to think now that her job would probably have to do with AI.
Yeah.
Like,
well, so much of it is that, and then like, it's just that there's the statistics and stuff are there that the things need funded, like, you know, that whatever, that you know, the need is higher since COVID. People realizing maybe for the first time, or maybe having to deal with the first time, struggling with depression, you know, mental health issues from the isolation. Like, we know that support needs to go into those areas, but they're not being funded.
No.
And then like, especially things like being isolated during COVID, like the domestic violence calls is off the roof because you're stuck now with that person, and you literally can't like go any, you know what I mean? Like, so people, you know, women were more isolated, right, than ever. And so things just got worse. So yeah, there's not enough funding for it locally. There's not enough. People think that if you're listening to this and you think that like, oh, if you're in an abusive relationship, just call your local domestic violence agency and they'll get you in. No. There's only so many beds. There's only, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you just go there. Like, the need is so big that, there's not enough help even around. So.
And that is something that, I mean, we want to do a lot with the Silent Mother Project, but that is definitely a big goal of ours, is to be that bridge between people needing help and the resources. And, you know, we have the voice, we have the resources, we have the organization, we have the brain power, the passion.
I was just talking to Timmy about this, like, and, you know, when we were looking at getting involved in things, there wasn't, like, just a clean-cut area to get involved. Stark Indivisible was, like, the first place that I had ever saw any, like, volunteering opportunities, because it wasn't something that you can just search on Google.
No, it's not.
It's so weird, and I feel like I want this to be something that's searchable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when I look up volunteer opportunities, I want it to, like, come up as, like, an option and have, like, you know, our events and...
Okay.
You know what I'm just saying? Like, just, like, have more volunteer opportunities, like, and that goes in with the building community and everything like that, because since COVID, since all of that, you know, they've taken our third places away. We don't have roller skating rinks, you know? We don't, and if we do have third places, they all cost a lot of money. You gotta pay there to be in there. Think about a coffee shop anymore. It's not chill just to go in there and hang out. You've got to spend money. I think for this, people, especially in Stark County, are missing third places.
Yes.
And
there's not in like, and then you think about like, well, the third places, I don't know, Addie, you're still in your 20s, but you're married.
Yeah, we didn't say that yet. Addie's 23, so she was in high school during COVID.
Yeah, actually, that, you want to know,
so there we go.
Let's see, you want to hear a COVID story? So I took my driver's test during COVID.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you pass it?
Yeah, well, I passed it.
I failed mine 3 times.
Well, you want to know how I passed it? During COVID, they weren't allowed to be in the car with you. My dad was in the car with me, and he was caught, like, so actually, it wasn't even on the road. What? I didn't even go on the road.
What? You never went on the road?
No! So
I literally had to take it 4 times.
No, so they literally, like, I had to go on the road with, like, instructors and stuff like that. That was all normal.
But when you actually took the test.
When I actually took the test, they wanted you to go this, like, it was like this, like, wherever the thing was. They took the parking lot that the thing was in, and they set up cones, and it was like this line. You just got in behind the last person that just took their test, and you go and they check your car out. You go down, you do like this tiny little driving spot, and then you have to go to the cones. And then you got the cones, and, well, they picked the right side, I think was, like, or the right side that was, like, my dad's side. I was backing up, and I hit the cone, and it's like, as long as you didn't hit it, as long as you didn't knock it over, you're fine.
It was only a few points. I probably used to have to memorize how many points it was for hitting it. I was knocking it over.
I was 1 point from not, like, I was very close to not passing, but I did, but, like, my dad coughed, like, so I knew which way to turn the wheel.
Oh, my God, Addy!
And that's how I passed.
Yay!
Because, like,
I
didn't want my driver's license. I hated driving. I was scared of driving.
Did your squishy just break?
Yes, I always break them.
Oh,
because the ones that have the sand in it, I play with them, and it got all over my face while I was driving home once.
Squishy, that was a sad moment.
I didn't really like to drive either, and, like, I didn't drive for the longest time after I got my license. Like, even when I got my first car from my grandmother, like, I hardly ever drove.
Were you just scared?
Yeah, I didn't want to drive my stepmom's car. So I...
Well, like, so you were, when COVID happened, like, you were how old?
Oh, geez. It was 2020?
Yeah.
2021? I can't think.
Like, what grade? Like, what?
2020.
Oh, so when I was a junior in high school.
Okay, so what were people thinking about? Like...
People? Okay, so... When I went to school, there was rumors of COVID happen, or like, you know, whatever, when it first happened. And there was a kid from South Korea who was here, an exchange student. He was freaking the fuck out because I think it was a lot worse over there.
Yeah.
But the teachers were so dismissive towards him. Like, they would basically tell him he was freaking out over it. Nothing.
Oh my God.
Sad.
And, like, you know, I think it was hitting those, like, countries a lot harder, and we didn't really know what it was.
Well, yeah, because they said, I don't remember when the first outbreak was. It's been so long, but I know it was overseas.
Yeah,
was
it was
China?
in China. Yeah, it was in China.
Okay, yeah, and then they were like, is it going to come over here? And I remember going on, like, cleaning my house like crazy person, you know?
But, like, there wasn't, like, much talk about it, especially, like, in school, because the teachers all didn't really want to talk about it. I think the only real teacher with us was, like, one...
Out of mind.
Was, like, like, a science teacher, so she was, like, you know, very, like... But even she was like, oh, I don't think it's going to be that much of a worry, and then all of a sudden, you know... we're out of school. I think I remember my social studies teacher literally doing the same curriculum that we already did. So, like, we didn't even learn that much.
No, we didn't. My son didn't learn anything.
And then I literally cheated because I hated the one teacher because he didn't really, like, he didn't actually teach. So I just, like, cheated, like, his whole time. Like, I just, like, would wait till the last minute because he would not care if we turned all of our homework in. We'd have homework a week, and then we'd have, like, the test, and as long as we turned everything in at the same time, he didn't care. He wouldn't teach, but like, so many of the classes were very easy, and like, because the teachers didn't know what to do either. They were like,
I mean, I don't know, being older and having like a kid at that time,
being
and stuff
a
like that,
parent,
like
was crazy.
You know, what I like try to tell my kid, and you know what I mean, like just different people at different points in their life. Like, I'm just curious how
that was definitely that's like a whole
people.
episode in itself. That'll be a good branch.
Yeah.
Going forward with all of this, we have a lot of ideas. We will be at Stark Pride. We will be joining the march, so stay tuned for that. We'll have a little sign-up sheet if you guys want to march with us. But we will also have our own table there where you can come out and meet us. And we have Graham printing some 3D fidget things for you, just for like free donation stuff. Whatever, to come visit us. And at Pride, we will be collecting materials, I guess, items.
We want to make like homeless bags,
like blessing bags to get out to the homeless. So we will send out a list of items where it could be toiletries or, you know, granola bars, easy snack stuff, easy, and actually donating bags too, you know, or just any kind of a thing. So if you would like to contribute to that, meet us at Stark Pride. You can bring donations to Stark Pride. We also would like to do a clothing swap coming up, or start collecting clothes to have on hand for our Neighbors in Need initiative, or for anybody in need. If we're looking for certain clothes, like, you know, maybe a house fire, or anybody needs new clothes, like, we can keep a clothing swap type situation on hand. So we
have our wish list on Amazon. If you don't want to get something, like if you can't come to Pride, or you have the means to be able to purchase something in bulk for 20 or 30 bucks. Or if you can
just, like, if you just show up to Pride and you're like, shit, I forgot my thing, or like, I want to donate, like, we'll have a list there that you can purchase that would, like, it'll go.
So if you want to purchase like a bulk, like 25 toothbrushes versus we do have
perfect. Okay.
Like the bulk stuff on our Amazon wish list. list.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then they ship directly to us. And then we're gonna come up with a location and time towards the end of June to get together and have.
So we'll
like
do
an event to
another
put 'em
community
together.
event together where we can get together to hang out, but then also put all these bags together, so that we can later on distribute.
So if you have a teenager that you're trying to get to
Yes.
do something,
That is definitely another goal of ours, because Lauren has a teenager, I have a teenager, I have almost 2 at this point. And like we really want to find a third room, or what is that? Third
space?
Third
Yeah,
space.
yep,
Okay.
third space.
A third
Hashtag
space.
third space.
That's what we should be. We are the third space.
Hashtag
And
live
there's 3 of
offline.
us.
Isn't it live offline?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hashtag live
live life
offline.
offline.
Live life offline, even though we're online.
Yeah.
But we're encouraging to get offline as well, because
I mean,
we know this is where you all
not-
are.
We're offline. They're online. We're offline.
coming to you to come meet us offline.
Yeah.
In person.
Well, no,
Yeah.
like right here, like in this little space. We're offline.
We're not.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
on my
true.
phone.
Because we're like,
We're just talking and recording
but we're
ourselves.
like in person, so.
True.
That's true.
But they're online.
Now we're like going down a whole
to
matrix
encourage
now. I'm
people
freaking
to
myself
talk
out.
to each other again.
Yes, like this, because we could just go
Well-
and go and go.
Yeah, we want people to start talking to each other again because I
Yes.
feel like we lost that during
Oh, for
COVID,
sure,
and I
for
think
sure.
our
Yeah.
kids
Yes.
don't know how to socialize.
No,
don't.
and it's scary. And it's scary.
It's
like,
terrifying.
I see so many people like just talk about it, and I'm like online or whatever, and it's like, wow, it's just because they haven't like practiced that muscle, like because like I used
when
to
you
really,
talk about you were talking about that the other day.
I used to get really really bad anxiety about doing anything, but ever since joining like Stark and Invisible, and then now this, like my social muscle has gotten so much bigger, and I can like
You have come out like
Yeah.
so much.
and
It's
like
awesome.
but that me back there was the most out I've ever been before I met you guys. So like it's like it's really just this little muscle that you just have to keep building. Like I don't know, because like going to that PSL meeting, because we were talking about stomachs and stuff, I was was like gonna throw up. Like I
Yeah.
was so scared to go to that PSL meeting. I don't know why. I was so nervous. But like me before, I would have just walked out that room and like never came back.
yeah.
But like
you stuck it out. Good
and
for you.
and you just like slowly start building that social muscle, and like I just think people really need to like
You
practice
need to
do
things that scare you.
yeah.
And COVID isolated everybody so much, and like nobody had the opportunity to come out of their shell at
Yeah.
all. I mean, their house was their shell. Like, you didn't
Yeah.
have the opportunity. When we talk about that, we talk about like do it scared.
Yes.
Like with my son, I tell him he's very opposite of me. He doesn't want to make a mistake. He doesn't want to be judged. He won't put himself out there. And as my partner always says, risk it for the biscuit. Like you gotta
risk
put
it.
yourself out there sometimes, or you'll never know.
Yeah.
You know, like you're not giving yourself a chance to find out for something you like.
And
so.
I feel like that's also ADHD, because like I have
Yeah.
such a high rejection sensitivity.
Yo.
Yeah,
Oh,
me too.
Like
I'm
and-
like, do they like me? Like just the other day, I was
Yeah.
like, Kim, are they mad at me? Is everybody mad at me? In SMP,
we
and
know
she's
you're
like,
busy.
no, just
We love
text
you.
that.
something that I've seen within other people that I don't necessarily like, which is the fact that they aren't able to fail.
Yes.
They can't fail.
Yes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
They cannot fail, or they fail very like not gracefully. Like they're
Well,
just
And I see it with kids
fireball.
like kids I've worked with, like at work and stuff. Some people literally see failure, making a mistake, as like a failure. Like it's a reflection of you as a
human,
person.
yeah.
People won't apologize. It's like it's okay to say I'm sorry.
Yes.
Everybody makes mistakes. Like you just say I'm sorry, and you try to change it so you don't do the same thing again.
and that's like something that my family didn't do. Like
No,
Yeah.
my family
if-
also
if
no.
you made a mistake, you just didn't talk about it unless someone
Yep.
brought it up. It's
Yep.
not a problem.
Yep.
And it's like I am trying.
And when you bring it up, you're being problematic.
I am just like that's something I've been so conscious about, especially like when I mess up. Like it feels so scary to like apologize. In my mind, I'd rather run away from it than like have that confrontation.
Yeah.
And that's like something that's been like a little challenge, been fun to like try to like overcome that, because I don't want to be like my parents. I don't want to be like, I want to be like the most open version I can be, and I know like before I was not living, in a very white town, very, white family. You just live that way, and you don't live like anybody else. You live,
Yeah.
you live like them.
And so many people live in those type of lifestyles,
Yeah.
and that's why there's a problem with the world, because they only think that what they're used to is what exists. And
Yeah, they
everything
think
else
literally
is-
like everything else, like, oh, that doesn't happen here.
Yes. And
It doesn't happen here. It does.
because things are easy for the privileged.
Yeah.
There's just no way of understanding what the underprivileged go
Yeah,
through.
and also it's not fair that based on how much money
Yeah.
somebody's parents have, or parent or guardian, whoever raises them, dictates the type of education they're going to get.
Yep, that's a whole other.
And Ohio needs to do a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
And make
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
changes, because that's already messed up the way that it is. You know what I mean? Like, and that's already unfair to those kids, and the lack of opportunities
Yes.
that are, available, to those people. You do what you can. You do the best you can with what you have at the
Yeah.
time. We grew up, and people make mistakes, and it's like you just acknowledge it and you move on.
Yeah.
And that's like, I feel like so inherently tied to whiteness, which is in the fact that they cannot be wrong. They can never be wrong. You must never question,
No.
especially
Yeah.
like authority. You must never question authority.
Yeah, they're there to protect you. The government's there to
Yes.
help you. They're
Yeah.
not.
Yep.
They're not. Like, they're not there to protect. And like, and when people say things like "Make America Great Again," I'm trying. When was it actually great?
Like, I always, people,
Just trying to
make it-
asking for a friend.
Make it white again.
Yeah,
or they'll
just
ask,
say that. If that's what you want, just say that.
or they'll say about the Constitution, they'll be like, it's like,
Oh,
when the
Written
Con-
by a bunch of old
I love
white
when she
dudes.
says this.
Yeah, it's just like, guys, like, the Constitution was written by slave owners.
I love when
They,
she says
like, you think about the Epstein shit,
Yes.
With
about the
my
Epstein
sticking
shit.
together. Yeah,
like,
The
times it by, like, 1,000%.
Those
like,
are the men that wrote the Constitution.
Those are the
They're
men.
worse than the Epstein files.
They owned slaves. They raped women.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
had children and owned those children. And we're like, yeah, they knew what they were doing. They really knew what they were doing with the government.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they really did.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's
Nothing has
believe
changed
them.
since then.
Let's believe them.
Let's never change the Constitution.
Let's go back to that.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's go back to that.
Let's just go back to that, sure.
I'm trying to go back there. Yeah, that's exactly where I want to be.
That's sarcasm for anybody that cannot read that.
No.
And on that note, we have a lot in store for all of you. Besides our giving back neighbors in need, and obviously if you have a sentimental or emotional story to share with us, or a story where you're trying to raise fundraisers for sick children, any type of story that you want out there, we welcome you to get in contact with us by going to the website or emailing us at contact@thesilentmotherproject.com. But we also have some fun things planned too. Lauren's been jotting down in her notebook.
So Sam's super famous. And so I heard that there's Reddit threads about her. And so I thought it'd be funny, and I don't know what star this is. Somebody can let us know in the comment section. But I've seen it before where, like, celebrities read, like, people reading funny tweets
I think it's Jimmy
about
Kimmel
them.
that does
Is it
that.
Jimmy Kimmel?
I think it is.
And so, like, I thought it'd be funny if, like, in parts of segments that we do on our podcast where it's like 10 minutes of Sam just reading really terrible things people said about her and just kind of being like, really? Like, and kind of hearing the story behind it.
Right.
I'll tell you the truth of what they say.
But it's
if
like
I'm
we
allowed
can-
to.
we can-
I'm not bad.
allowed
If I'm bad with
Gooped and gagged.
If
That's
I'm
what-
gooped and gagged.
We can also dissect it, like where
Yes.
where are they coming from? Is like what
Oh, I
type
like
of
that.
language? What type of language
Yeah.
are they using? You're using this type of theory, basically dissecting it to its base.
Of where they're coming from, like where their opinion is rooted in.
Yeah, so it's like,
Okay.
is it
Okay.
fact? Is it opinion?
Yeah.
Is it like this is what
Indoctrination.
like yeah, it's just like but it's like where they're coming from. Like there's like names for all of this like type of shit and language and like ways they're speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
Well, and I also, and not necessarily in the sense of like,
because this is just like
the
for
Reddit
any
threads.
hate comment. He is being, anti-women. He's being like,
Yeah, this is
The
like his
mentality.
opinion is rooted in oppression against
yes.
women. Blah, 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 blah,
okay,
like, this
And
is
it's
very-
just like, and
Yeah.
we can like dissect it down to their base level and basically like nail them on the head and describe them as a person.
I love that.
And so it's like, because it's like, you're like you're taking power back. Like,
yeah.
taking power back from
Oh,
words.
I always do.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And
Own
it's
what
so
they
it's
call
just
you.
like-
Own what they call you.
It's
Yeah.
just- yeah.
If somebody's taking the time to do it, like how sad
Yeah.
Must their life be? Or I like look at things like if people say really terrible things about people that have been through really, really terrible things, it's just like, is that rooted in a sense of like not being able to come to terms with something that happened to them? Even just like talking about somebody's body on the internet, right? Like saying somebody's overweight or you're too skinny or whatever. Like that reflection of yourself.
Yeah.
Well, like your own insecurities you're projecting on everybody else.
It's projection, exactly. Because like if you think even to like the politicians, they project so hard.
Yeah.
On like they will talk about children, protecting children, children this. It's because they're fucking children. They're not fucking children.
Raping children.
Should we cut that part out? I mean, they are. They're absolute child.
These people are
They just use buzzwords.
Yep.
And they're using buzzwords of protect children. Remember when they were all on about, like, human trafficking, like, a few years ago? Like, at 18, and talking about, like, they're stealing kids from parking lots. Like, that's not, like, what's happening. Like, that's not how trafficking happens.
Well, and they do that a lot to scare white women.
They do. Yes. That's what it is. Don't go to Walmart after 8 p.m.
As a person with CPTSD, and I am high vigilance everywhere, and I see danger everywhere, if I feel that some weird person is following me and my child in the grocery store, I'm going to turn around and be like, can I fucking help you?
Yeah. Do people weirdly follow people?
Yeah. Like, you've been in every aisle. Back
is it
up,
like
sir,
some trafficking
ma'am.
ring that's randomly picking you up? Like, I always think, like, what? Because I feel like, I'm afraid to go. I'm like, what's so special about you? That they want to pick you up.
Well, and it's like
be like, I'll make a noise. You don't want me, bitch. Put me down.
Because you're so famous. People think like, it's happening at Belden Village Mall. They're over here. Yeah, is there a lot of trafficking in this area? Yes, 100% because of the highways and everything.
But it's not happening the way they're saying it is.
But yes, that's not how it's happening.
Yes.
It's a lot of children.
Yeah, and it's check your kids' fucking phones.
Like Roblox.
Yeah. It's like, it's happening, yes. And, and there are groups of teenagers that are more at risk for it, yes, and identifying that. But, like, it's not like if you go to Walmart past 8 o'clock, there's, like, a trafficking ring that sits outside and picks up
waiting.
They're, like, literally...
Random white ladies.
They're like,
you know what I mean? Like,
white lady, blonde hair, blue-eyed girl, let's go.
What are they going to do with you? Like, I don't understand.
Well, it's like, they're going to steal you in front of video cameras?
Thank you!
To leave the car there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Full of groceries?
That's true.
Like...
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be so, like, obvious.
It's total bullshit, and it's just total propaganda. And that's what they use that.
They use fear to control.
And that's what the government does, is they use fear. They literally, like, the talking points of MAGA is, like, they're saying, like, transgender for everyone. That doesn't even make any effing sense.
No.
It doesn't make any effing sense. One of my exes came out as trans while we were together.
Oh, wow.
So I could talk about that. Yeah. And my son my son learned new pronouns to call that person and whatever else. And the thing is like, ultimately that relationship ended up not working out. And it was a toxic relationship for many reasons. But the reason why it ended had nothing to do with the fact that this person came out as transgender, right? And like, my son had a totally like, whatever normal, with the extent of anybody else's upbringing, right? Like, and it wasn't a difficult thing for him to understand at 5 years old.
Exactly.
He understood it. He learned how to call him, like he, him rather than she, he, right? Like he learned it. It was easy. It was, hey, I was born in the wrong body. Like we had the conversation with me. He's like, okay, cool. Can I have Cheerios? Like, people make it to be like a thing, and like nobody is trying to indoctrinate anybody. And like, think about how weird that would be. The propaganda that MAGA is spitting about, like, they're trying to like do this. Kids like, teachers can't even give kids Tylenol. Yeah. Like, you think some random teacher is saying, hey, you should change your genitalia.
The school nurse can't even give medicine without a permission. Like, no.
And why are they so concerned about what's in everybody else's pants?
Right?
Well, and that's
it's so weird. Like, I don't care what's in your pants. I'm not thinking about that.
No. Exactly.
And I don't even care what's in my pants.
Yeah.
It's just like, for me,
I got no use for it. I guess.
Gender is such like, it's a social construct because
it is.
I have a shirt that says it. I've worn it out.
It's because
it's a non-binary plague shirt. Gender is a social construct.
It's because it's language. That's all it is.
That's all it is. And the fact that I can't call somebody that, it's okay. The English language, who cares? You don't even know how to use there, and there correctly, and you're worried about pronouns.
I was listening to D'Angelo Wallace today. She was talking about this because he's non-binary. So you know what neopronouns are? Which is just neither he, she, or they. Like,
so what are they?
Just anything.
Oh, so you can still say he, she, they.
No.
No, you don't say anything. You don't say any of them. They go by all three. Shit.
Neopronouns, it's just a term for any pronouns that aren't. he, she.
Oh, like
they.
just the English language. Okay, sorry.
So, but we were talking about about neopronouns, and like a lot of people get scared by them. You know when people like refer to like things, like they'll be like bro, right?
Yeah.
That's a because we will use bro in place of things that would be like,
oh, and dude,
and like so
like
in a place like, so it's like when, you know, or when people are like, hey chat, like they talk to chat as like,
yeah,
like that's a neopronoun basically.
Okay.
Neopronouns aren't as scary
Yeah.
as you would think, because it literally is just anything.
We need to do a whole pronoun episode. We got so many episodes.
Oh, yeah.
We will be here forever. You guys just need to move in. While Lauren is washing her gunky stress ball off her hands, we will we didn't say about the t-shirt yet. So we are also doing our t-shirt fundraiser, which is the Silent Mother Project logo with a mouth and the open lotus, and that you can get on any type of t-shirt, sweatshirt, hoodie, bunch of different colors. You can find all of that at silentmotherproject.com. As well, again, reach out to us. You can contact us through the page or by emailing us at contact@thesilentmotherproject.com. Really, any stories, funny stories, heartwarming stories, if there's any resources that you know would be available to things, or any groups that, you know, maybe we would like to collab with or would want to collab with us, we are just looking to hit the ground running and do whatever we can in as many ways that we can, because we're sick of living in our heads, being in fear, feeling unconnected, living online. We need to live offline and find our community again.
Yes.
I'm back.
Yes, you ready? Your hands all nice and clean now? You feel good? To help you got to know a little bit more about Lauren and Addy, and hopefully our conversations made a little bit of sense and we didn't get off on too many tangents, because we could just go forever. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're listening, if you're watching, there will be many, many more to come. Thank you for all of the support that people have thrown our way already. We just look forward to getting out there and
Doing some shit.
Yeah, like doing.
You'll see us out in Canton City.
You'll see us out around Canton City, Stark County.
Silent Mother Project, being anything but silent.
Yep.